Okay, looks like I might have found the problem here. The problem I was having on my last, if you saw my last video, I was getting a distortion and a noise on FM only, and only when I tuned into a station. It almost sounded microphonic, because if I could tap, if I tapped on this knob, moved it around a little bit, you'd get the noise, and even if I wasn't turning the shaft, you'd still hear some clicking and distortion. So, and as I said, the microphonic sound kind of baffled me a bit, because I'm used to working on tubes, and I didn't realize that you could get any kind of microphonic sound out of transistors. So I looked around the radio. I had to figure out, is this a mechanical problem or an electronic problem? So I focused on the mechanical side, and I'm glad I did. What I noticed, if you look on the shaft here, you may not see it, but where the shaft meets the housing that it's in, it's lubricated on that side. But I noticed over here on this side, on the other side of it, you can get a focus here. You can see which part of the shaft. That part there, that's the shaft on the other end. It was dry where it met the housing that it was in. So I put a little bit of lubrication on that, and that seems to have solved it. So I'll show you how it works. Let's go through the stations here, because we get I'll put it down here. If I get on a station, and if I did this, I get a skewing and that distorted sound. Now if I do it, no problem. Some of these stations are weak, so you might get a little distortion. That's good. I get the noise. The noise would start just going as I'm tuning in and trying to tune around to get the station just on. So now it seems to be fine. Let's do it again here.
No, something like this is coming. Dominic LeBlanc is playing political games with this. Now, he was sitting on that inflated price of...
Every guy here wants to make a move. I better make a move.
For part-time unilingual paramedics getting permanent status.
Service is the only stop you need to make for all your maintenance needs and provincial safety inspections.
29. Members of our political panel this week were Rosella Melanson, Duncan Matheson, and Michael Kemp. Rosella is a commentator of blog.
So as you can see, this solved that problem just by lubricating, putting some lubricant right on that, where that shaft meets the housing that's holding it. Hope that helps anybody who might have this problem.